What's shaking, guys? My name is Luke Dancy, and welcome to another live Hangout experience brought to you by my friends here at Murphy's Magic. We are all over the place. We are on Facebook, we are on YouTube, and we are on Twitter. And we will be coming to you from more and more places in the months to come. I can promise you that. That's all I can say, though, for now. Welcome, my friends, to this week's Hangout. It's so good to be back with you. I, of course, am going to do what I always do. Kick off the show by sharing this, of course, on my own Facebook page as well, so all my other friends know that we are now streaming live as well. All right. Hope you guys are having a good week so far. We are midweek blues over here Wednesday. And don't forget, as always, wherever you're tuning in from, let me know. Where are you guys from? We have a lot of international friends, and it is always good to meet more and more of you. Give me one sec here. I'm literally going to share this, and then I'm going to tell you what's coming up on this week's show. We've got a lot of fun stuff to share with you, and hang tight. We'll get to that in just one sec. Yeah, there we go. Sweet. And we are sharing that there. What's up, Mr. Tikel? How we doing out there? I see you over here on Facebook. Good to see you, sir. Always good to see you. All right. Hello, Daniel Ricks. How we doing, sir? I'll be in and out. That's cool, man. No worries. All right. Jump back over to my YouTube friends. Want to give some shout-outs real quick. I know we just started. How we doing out there? Techum, good to see you. Marton, Hungry, Mind Faker. How we doing out there? Kentucky. Devon, how we doing? Colin Otto, how we doing from Iowa? Luca, hello. Zacharias, how we doing from Denmark? All right, you guys are an international bunch. Love to see it. And I love to see you guys here each and every week for the live hangout. I believe we have now settled it on Wednesdays at noon Pacific time to do these live hangouts. So mark it on the calendars. We'll try to do this on a weekly basis. Hello, Slovenia. Hello, Evan Freeman. Good to see you, my friend, down under there in Australia. All right, cool. Live hangout kicking off. I'm just going to tweet this real quick, and then I'll give you the agenda for this week's show. All right. There we go. All right. Stoked to be here with you guys, as always. All right. It's back over here. Hello from Scotland. Olivia, how we doing out there from Scotland? Ace of Spades from England. Hello. All right. How we doing? Magic Musician. Those are cool things to put together there. India, Pritam, how we doing out there? All right. The Netherlands, Niels. All right, cool. Back over here on the old Facebook. Let's see, Krish, I do have a clip from you. I sure do. So you will see that in just a little bit. All right, so on this week's show, we've got a few things to tell you about. I'm going to kick off this week's show by announcing the winners from last week's show. My Facebook friends and my YouTube friends, you both had a chance to win the project from Big Blind Media. This is something that I'm going to pull this up real quick to show you. This is a project that a lot of people, I think, will be really, really interested in because I get asked a lot, Luke, what do I do with a borrowed shuffle deck? What kind of impromptu stuff can you recommend? And this is definitely something I can recommend. This comes again from my friends at Big Blind Media. We're giving away 2 copies of this week. This comes from my buddy Liam Montier. This is Any Shuffle Deck Self-Working Impromptu Miracles. And you can check out the trailer and actually one of the full performance pieces online. But you guys wanted to grab this from last week's show. So 2 of my friends, Facebook friend and a YouTube friend, are going to get a copy of this. And we have this available in 2 ways. As a download, digital format, or as a DVD we can ship to you. So I'm going to announce those winners right about now. We're going to kick it off with our Facebook winner from last week. Let me just pull it up for you, and we will announce that right about here. Here he comes, Mr. Tim Silva. Congrats to Mr. Tim Silva on picking up a free copy of that release from Big Blind Media. All right, cool. Be in touch with you, Tim. Congratulations, and thank you, Tim, always for the support. I see you weekly here on the show, so I appreciate that support from you, sir. All right. Of course, I'm not going to leave out my YouTube friends as well. You guys had a chance to win, and I'm going to pull that up right about now so we can check out who the winner is for YouTube, and that would be Mr. Richard Dominguez. Congratulations to Richard. I believe he's from West Virginia. Yes, so Mr. Richard, congratulations to you. We will be in touch and hook you up with your free copy of this brand new release from Big Blind Media. Once again, you know, any shuffle deck, some impromptu miracles you can do, self-working impromptu miracles, and Liam Montier is a great guy to help you, to take you along the path to learn this stuff. So good stuff. All right. Over on Facebook, I see my buddy Nick Marshall. How we doing over there in the UK, buddy? Thanks for tuning in. Aaron Payne, I see you out there. All right. Phil Taylor, how we doing? Dom, no excuses from Germany. Guten Tag. How we doing out there, buddy? All right. Let's see here. I've got a few other things to share. Robbie Moreland, what's up, buddy? Good to see you, man. Thanks for tuning in. Hope you're doing okay over there in Florida. All right, cool. Taiwan over here on YouTube. How we doing there? Taiwan. Malaysia. Ivan Wang. All right, the Jester. How we doing out there? Let's see. Mind Faker. It's so awesome to hear interact with us. Yeah, that's what I'm here for. I've announced the winners. Now I'm going to tell you about the rest of the show if you're a new viewer here. a few things happen each and every week with you. You guys send in your video clips for me to share here on the show. So not only will I be talking about magic and giving away some and answering your questions live right now, I'll also be featuring your magic clips as well, which is always a lot of fun. You guys send a lot of stuff in, and I got some good ones to share with you this week from a lot of the viewers that are watching right now. I'll also be teaching you another trick from me to you, so get ready for that in a little bit. And I'll be announcing how you can get your hands on something brand new from us here at Murphy's. This is our brand new NOC deck. I'm going to tell you that in just a sec. So those are the things we're going to do today, and I'm looking forward to it. And as always, I've got about 30 years of magic experience. So if you have questions about magic products, or if you have questions about magic in general, maybe you're looking for some advice or some places to start to learn things, I'm here to help. So get those questions in real time. That's what this is all about. I'm here to help in real time to answer those questions. So don't be shy. I'm here for you. All right? Cool. And it's great to have all of you here with us today. All right. Tyler Moore, how are we doing out there on YouTube? I see you. Hey, do you think that Murphy's Magic will help me with a magic trick project that I have? Tyler, the best way to do that is to reach out to us. You could do that by using the submission form, and I'll pull that up for you right now just in case you guys aren't familiar with that. The rest of you out there, if you guys want to submit magic to us, it's very, very easy to do. And we really take a lot of pride in doing the best we can for your products. So if you go to murphysmagic.com and you scroll down to the bottom of the page, you will see a little tab at the bottom here that says Submit Magic. So what this link is, it's murphysmagic.com/submit-a-trick. This is the form where you fill out the different details about your stuff. You put in your demo and method video, which is usually like an unlisted YouTube video. It's usually the best way to do that. And we'll take a look at it. If we're interested, we'll reach out. And yeah, cool. I want to announce to you guys this week what you have a chance to win again. You all have a chance to win, whether you're on Facebook or on YouTube, a chance to win this brand new beautiful deck from us. This is the brand new Murphy's Magic Signature Series NOC deck. This is a beautiful deck of cards, and the cool thing is, look how simple the design is. But, believe it or not, these cards are marked. This is a marked deck that you would probably never believe it. And the cool thing is, too, this comes with an instructional video to teach you how to read the marking system. I really like this side tuck box. You can see here, we got the Murphy's Magic logo on the inside. Of course, everyone wants to see the aces. So I'll give you a look at the aces too. So that's the brand new NOC deck. You guys have a chance to win that, well, right now and during the next week, whether you're watching this live or on demand, because I know not all my friends can join us live, unfortunately. So here's what you do. My friends on Facebook, you know the drill by now. All you need to do is give this video a thumbs up. That gives me a little list of people that are out there and let me know who's watched this. And I'll pick one of you at random to hook you up with a brand new NOC deck from us to you. It's as easy as that. Same thing on YouTube, a little bit different, of course, because your comments that are posted live right now are not saved. YouTube friends, all you need to do is to post a comment after the video goes up, some feedback about the show, maybe tell me where you're from. If you're a new viewer, tell me you're a new viewer. And let me know how you found us, too. That'd be cool. And I will pick one of you at random next week as well to win one of these bad boys, the brand new Murphy's Magic NOC deck of cards. These are great. A really, really nice master finish. I know a lot of people have been asking about that. It's a beautiful master finish. It comes from the Expert Playing Card Company and the House of Cards. So if you know that quality, you know you're going to love these. So there you go. That's how you can hook up yourself with some magic this week. A brand new deck of cards from us to you. Good luck to all of you out there in the magic world. All right, cool. A few more shout outs here. I want to give a shout out here to Tyler Moore. How are we doing out there? JR the Magician. Good to see you, JR. Thanks for sending in your clip, buddy. I got that to pull up in a little bit. Warlock from India. All right. Michael Breger, you love the deck. Yeah, me too, man. I should have one in my hands next week to actually teach you some stuff with. So I can't wait to have that. Didn't get here just yet, so hopefully. Yes. Back over on Facebook, a few more buddies here. Krish, can I send a Google Drive link? Yeah, if you guys do want to send your video clips, it's very easy. Two ways, again, to do that. You can visit us at the Murphy's Magic Facebook page, send us a private message, and you can upload the video right there. The other way to do that is to use the email address I'm going to pop up right about now. That is social@murphysmagic.com. That's your way to send us stuff. I've even answered a few questions that way too. But if you have videos that are too big for like Facebook, or you just don't use Facebook, use that email address below, and we will get your magic videos. All right? Cool. So speaking of that, I think it's now time to kick off the show with one of the video clips that you guys sent us. All right? And we'll continue to show more and more of those throughout the show. A few more shout-outs before I do that, though. Tomas from Tomas Podzimic. How we doing out there, Tomas? Nice deck. Yes, it's very cool. Andy Weir, hello from sunny Northern Ireland. All right, I hope it really is sunny over there. I hope it is. Brad Hart, how we doing out there? Good to see you. Charlie Heswith, how we doing out there? All right, a lot of good friends coming Now, you woke up at 5:30. Chris woke up at 5:30 in the morning to watch the show live. Chris, fist bumps, buddy. You're the man. All right, cool. All right, boys and girls, we're going to now show off the first clip. This one comes from my friend Kat. It's a quick vanish of a coin. Quick visual goodness. Here you go. All right. Got a quick vanish of a coin. I kind of like the moment, though, where Kat does that, where the coin vanishes quickly. And then, of course, everyone thinks because they're holding the hand like this, the coin's there. And then you just quickly show your hands empty on both sides. Very nice. Very quick. Very easy to understand. Marciano, how we doing out there? Marciano Valdez. Where are you from, Marciano? I don't recognize your name. Andy Weir. Actually, it's 14 degrees. Should be freezing. Oh, Andy, man. Well, at least you're inside hanging out with us, staying warm, and talking some magic. All right. Brad Hart, I did shout you out, mate. I'll shout you out again. Brad Hart, deuces. What's up, buddy? All right, cool. That is over on the old Facebook. YouTube, what's up, boys and girls? Best place to start in Dove Magic? Colin Otto asked. You know, one of my favorite guys that I've met, like stage performer, he does a lot of good close-up too, is Tony Clark. Tony Clark is a great stage performer and a great teacher. He also studied under Slidini, which is really, really cool. I'm just going to pull up his name here on the Murphy's page to see if I have any resources to give you in particular here. Let's see here. But yeah, Tony Clark is a name that when it comes to Dove Magic, I've seen him do this stuff, man. He's incredible. Another good person to learn this stuff from is the great Tomsini, Johnny Thompson. Another great person that he's taught some Dove stuff. Dan Sperry is another guy that's put out some stuff on Dove Magic. I'm just looking to see if there is any resource that's popping up here. Let me just pull this up here real quick for you and see what pops up on the Murphy's page when I type in Dove Magic. All right, let's see here. So we've got the Encyclopedia of Dove Magic, and I'm going to pull up the page so you can see what I'm seeing as well, give you an idea of what exists out there on the market. You can get all these things from your favorite magic dealer. The inception of Dove Magic. Let's see, we've got, here it is, yeah. Dove Trilogy. Unmasks 1 and 2. Yeah, this is Tony Clark again. I'm going to pull this up. This is what I'd probably recommend first. This includes not only the resources, but I believe it also includes some of the Dove harnesses as well that you need, if I'm not mistaken. So a lot of good stuff here. So check out the Dove Trilogy bonus pack. Very good stuff if you are interested in learning Dove Magic. Tony Clark is a guy you cannot go wrong with, I promise. All right, good question. Jorge Rejas, how we doing, buddy? Good to see you. Thanks again for the clips last week. Yes, yes. Martone, I see some cool Christmas decorations there. Yes, you do. I'm getting ready for this season, guys. I'm so stoked for it. So I thought, you know what? Let's add a little flair to the show this week. All right. Phil, how we doing out there? Made sure I was on time this week. Well, thanks for tuning in, man. Good to see you. All right. What do you think of pickpocketing? Magic Germany. I tell you what, Magic Germany, over on YouTube, I've seen Apollo Robbins kill with this stuff. Just absolutely slay people with this stuff. James Brown from the UK is another guy I've seen do pickpocketing and put-pocketing. I like that concept almost just as much as taking stuff as putting stuff on someone's person. For instance, let's say that you steal a watch. And this is all theatrical stealing, right? We're not talking about actually stealing people's stuff. You steal the watch, and then you load it in someone else's pocket. That's pretty cool, right? Or you can do that with playing cards. People will actually palm a card and get it into someone else's pocket. But I like it's really, really entertaining and fun to watch. I think Gregory Wilson does a really nice watch steal as well. I think it's cool if you use the right way, of course. Yeah. How we doing? KAJ on YouTube. You are from Russia. How we doing out there, Russia? All right. Let's see here. Mateus from Espanol. All right. Good to see you out there, Mateus. All right. Bobby Dempster. Hey, Bobby. Good to see you, man. Thanks for tuning in. Sean Blakely. Are you doing any new projects with David Regal? Sean, I'm not, but I also don't know if David's doing much on the Magic Market Inn because he's working with Michael Carbonero on the Carbonero effect. David and I are good friends. God, he's the guy that literally got me into this stuff. Not into it, but kind of on the Magic scene. God, man, we're talking like, how old am I now? 37. Almost 15 years ago. He's the one that got me my first DVD. He produced it. He paid for the whole project, and it was my project on double stick tape. I would love to do more with him, and we did do another project called DST, if you're not familiar with that. It was a really fun project, too. I'd love to team up with him again. I know he's extremely busy, though. It's a good question. Yeah, I'd like to. Charlie, I got an essay due tomorrow, but this is so worth it, Charlie. I like your priorities, man. Let's see here. Brad Hart. Favorite coin or chip effect, man? Coin guy. Brad, there's a few guys I really like their coin work. Eric Jones jumps to mind right away. Eric does such smooth work. I really like watching Eric perform in general. He's just so smooth and really good. Nate Kranzo does some really nice offbeat coin work as well. I like Nate Kranzo's stuff. Then you've got guys like Andrew Goldenhurst, who just does slow, elegant stuff. If I had to pick one coin guy, if I wanted to watch, it'd probably be Eric Jones. He's probably at the top of my list when it comes to watching good coin stuff. Just the way he does it, and it's like style. It's just style to it. Yeah. Good question. Krish, over on not YouTube, on Facebook. How'd you get interested in Magic? Krish, I'll share this quickly. I was about 8. I saw David Copperfield do one of his yearly TV specials. He used to do them on CBS here in the States once a year. I think it was once a year. An hour-long special. And I saw what he did, and I just fell in love with it. There was just something about that feeling of watching this stuff. And there was the music and the set, with the illusions and everything. And it just felt really, really cool. And I remember that feeling now. I remember it today, and that's kind of what carries me and inspires me to keep going with Magic. So good question. Chris, tell me how you got interested in Magic, though. You tell me that right now. Let's see here. Aaron Payne, what else would I need to get if I bought the Fire Kit? Aaron, I believe the only thing you need to buy outside of the gimmicks is just the fluid to make the gimmicks work. Makes sense. Yeah. Let's see here. Facebook, Nevin. Are you good at accounting? If so, I could use some help in my final exam. Nevin, good luck. I'll just give you a good luck. All right, cool. Back over here on YouTube. Let's see here. Hello from Indonesia. All right, Fritzky, how we doing out there? Hey, Duncan Bannon, how we doing? Ricards, how we doing, buddy? Good to see you, man. Warlock got into Magic because of David Blaine. That seems like a lot of people did, which is cool. And that's what excited me when I saw David do his last special, like to know that now there's going to be a new wave of people getting interested in Magic, and you never know who it's going to touch. So it's pretty cool. Yeah. Colin Otto asked on YouTube, what is Chris Angel like in real life? He's actually a really cool guy. It's the persona that people get confused with the real person. The Chris Angel persona is a developed thing. That's not who he is. The real guy behind all that is Christopher Sarantakos. And so Chris is a perfectionist, as David Copperfield is. Is anyone successful in or out of Magic? It takes someone that is a real stickler when it comes to detail. Attention to detail is everything to people, and it helps get them to that level. They're never satisfied. They always want more. But Chris is a really good guy. I might share this with you one of these days. There was a story that I've shared with a few people, but Chris actually helped to literally save my life. And so that'll kind of give you an idea of the type of person that he is outside of the Magic world, too. He was there for me in a very personal way. And I'd either be in a wheelchair right now, or I might not even be here if it weren't for Chris's help. So I might tell you that story another time. Yeah. Let's see here. JR, what's the difference between the new Delights and the old ones? You're talking about the Prisma Lights. The old ones, pretty much a basic type of thumb tip that was used, a gimmick. The new ones, much more realistic looking. The gimmicks, they just look and feel better, for one. Number two, I believe there's more lights and assortments this time. And you can also customize the size of the thumb tips for you. So you don't have to worry about buying all these different sizes, or it might not be the right one. You can actually customize them for your own thumb so they can fit. Really, really nice. I've had a chance to play with them and like them a lot. Yeah. Yes, Ricards, I did get your email. Thank you for sending that to you. I'll pass that along to my team and have that. I think you won the run deck, right? I'll have that sent out to you. All right, cool. Christian on YouTube, are Paul Daniels' error tricks still practical? Yeah, I mean, I think anything that has existed in our Magic world, if you just think of a creative way to adapt it to the now, if you bring the tricks and you bring the ideas and you kind of update them and maybe put a little more context around them that's a little bit more timely, anything can work that's old, make it new again. Just try to dress it up a little bit. It's a good question, man. Jorge saw me do capture. No, Jorge, I didn't see the capture clip. I don't know. Did you send that in an email, or I didn't see that? But Aaron Payne. Let's see. What heart wants you to do. Yes, I agree, Aaron. Do what your heart tells you to do when it comes to this stuff. What do you think about Absolute Zero? Comes from Tomas. I think it's cool. I think it's really, really nice idea. The fact that you do the quote-unquote dirty work before the trick happens so you're clean and you can focus on the effect, I think it's great. There are some people questioning the safety on it. It is intended for people 21 and older. It's not to scare you away, but it just makes sure that the right people have it in their hands so they're using it correctly. I think that's why the age is there more than anything. Yeah. Pratim, Hi, Luke. This is on Facebook. Hi, Luke. I'm very passionate about magic. I've done magic for the last 10 years. I'm also studying electrical and electronics engineering. It is my last semester and placements are going on. I want advice from you. Should I do a job or do magic and make it as my career? Um, Pritam, I think you need to always go with what your gut tells you to do, follow your heart. Might not always be the easiest thing to do. But the nice thing is, you've got an education now. So let's say you give yourself a certain amount of time to try to make magic a career. Maybe it works out, maybe it doesn't, but the good thing is you've got this quote unquote backup plan that if things don't go the way you want them to, or you're not making the money you need to live, then you can always get a job doing that. You can always continue to do the magic as well, but I don't think that's a good idea to just not try. I think you should try. And once again, you've got this great safety net of this great education. So I think you should always try to do what's right for you. And if that makes you happy, then try it. You never know until you try. Right? So good luck, and let me know how it goes for you. All right. Nick Marshall, Gary Kurtz Furious is a great routine for jumbo coins. Yeah, Gary Kurtz in general is sick. I love watching Gary Kurtz stuff. Yeah. Rod Wayne, hello everybody. Hello to you, Rod. Good to see you, sir. Welcome to the show. All right. Is Sucker Punch out of stock? This one comes from Magical Me over on YouTube. Yeah, it is right now. God, the thing's sold out before we even knew it. And I'll keep you guys posted when it is back in stock, but right now it is not available. But it will be soon, I'm sure. All right. Let's see. Hugo, do you get paid well from Chris Angel when you consult for him? Yeah, Hugo, it's good. I mean, not only are you getting a fair pay, you're also getting a lot of experience. You're getting a lot of real world. You're learning about stuff you probably never would if you weren't around someone like Chris. Not only with the magic, but in real world stuff too, because you're around celebrity. I was around Cirque du Soleil. I learned a lot from them, and just in general, my mind was like a sponge. So yeah, you can do well with that stuff. You can. It's a lot of work though, a lot of stress, and a lot of long days. Consulting in general, people think, oh man, it's so cool, it's so fun. It can be, but it's a hell of a lot of work too. So don't be blinded by the word magic consultant. I think it's just some fun thing where you just sit and you play with cards all day. It can be, but it's usually not that all the time. All right. Let's see here. Ronnie Flick asked over on YouTube, what are some tips for making magic a career? I think in general, it's just to not only think about magic as a performance thing, but also as a business. One of my better friends I've known for 15 plus years now, his name's Max Major. He lives on the East Coast. He has a degree also in business, which I think is smart, because if you do want to run your own company or if you want to be an entertainer, there's a reason why it's called show business. There's the show part and then there's the business part. Be well-rounded. If not, then at least find people around you that could help to advise you when it comes to accounting and to keep a track of your money. That's a side of this stuff a lot of people don't even think about because they just see the lights and glamour of having a show. The reality is it takes a lot more effort to run your own business as a performer than to just do magic tricks and to do shows. So keep that in mind. I think that's something just in the back of your head. Remember, it's called show business for a reason. All right. So good luck with that, Ronnie. I hope that helped you out. If you need more on that, feel free to ask because we are chatting here. All right. Let's see here. Ricards, what is this Hangout free trick? It's coming up in a little bit, buddy. I got something for you guys here. If you're new to the show, by the way, I do want to give the Jam Cam here a quick peek. This is the Jam Cam, my friends. I will be here live in just a few moments to share some magic with you from me to you. I'll teach you something. First, I'll show it to you, and then I'll teach you how to do it. All right. So that's something I love to do for you. If you have questions about any slides or stuff too, you can always jump on the Jam Cam. I know someone asked me on last week's show in the comments section if I could talk about some palming, two-handed top palming, which I'll probably do in just a couple of minutes. But first, you know what? Hold on to those questions. I'm going to show you another clip. This one does come from a viewer watching live right now. This one comes from JR. This is a fun little routine. So hang tight for just a minute and enjoy this magic from my buddy and yours, Mr. JR.
Luke, I love your work. I think it's great. First of all, a card needs to be selected. In this case, we're going to have a spectator, so I'll just take one from the deck. Let me see. In this case, the 4 of diamonds. Now watch this. What's going to happen is I'm going to cause the ink to wither out. I'm going to pump it up. No, to warm up. I feel like I'm in a heavy metal band now. Okay, moving on. Too much Red Bull. Anyways, if I take the ink, watch what I can do, and I can cause the pip to move. See? Just like that, from one place to the other. Look, I'll do it again. I'll do it again. I'll do it with this pip now. Watch the pip. Just like that, it jumps right over to this side, that diamond, okay? Now watch, I'll do it one more time. I'll do one more time with the last diamond right here. Watch the last diamond. I'll just bring it up. Just like that, the last diamond travels. Now, here's the thing. You're probably thinking, okay, well, that's great now. You did that to the Four of Diamonds, Magic Boy. And can I see that? Yes, you can. And then you're thinking, well, Magic Boy, what are you going to do with your card? It's all messed up. Well, first of all, it's Magic Man, not Magic Boy. Second of all I have to do is take that card and give it a little bit of a flick, and it changes back to Four of Diamonds. Try that again. Okay.
Bam! You got it, JR. Nicely done, my friend. Thank you for sharing that with me and sending that my way, buddy. You are a regular viewer. You are a good friend of the show, and thanks for sharing that with me. And looks like you're having some fun over there. That's always good to see, too. So, all right. Let's see here on Facebook. Chris says he got interested in after watching Now You See Me Too. That's cool, man. All right, nice. CJ Doubleday, good to see you, sir. I see you out there hanging out. It is nice to see you, sir. So you just popped in. Always a pleasure, sir. Thanks for the support. Let's see here. Frank, great information. Luke, good show. Murphy's Rocks. Thanks, Frank. We do our best, man. We really do. Not only to help to provide you with the latest news and stuff on what's going on with Magic products, help educate you a little bit, share some of the information about some things people might not know about, and just to share the stuff you guys are doing too. It's just about you guys. You know, I'm just the guy in the middle, kind of make it all happen. And man, I tell you what, guys, I've been working on something for a while now. It's going to be out probably in the next 2 weeks. It's not a product. It's something I'm very proud to bring to you. It's going to be something that I guarantee you'll be looking at every single day to get your magic fix. I'm so excited. And this show will also live there, and we'll do some more and more of this type of stuff there too. Bring a true community feel to all of this that we've been building together for the last few months. I'm really excited, and I can't wait to tell you more about it. So in the meantime, though, hang tight. But I've been working hard, not just on this for you and on the other stuff with Murphy's, but some other fun things that you're not going to expect. All right. CJ, Merry Christmas to you too, buddy. All right. How we doing, Jasper? Good to see you. All right. Thanks for tuning in, Jasper. Let's see. Back over here on YouTube. What is the benefit of knowing a stack coaster like Mnemonica Aronson? I think a lot of people look at a memorized deck or knowing a stack as something that you're able to know the location of the cards. You're able to estimate where they are. You can do some really cool self-working type of stuff with them. And you just have a lot of control over the deck. You know, knowledge is power in general. But when you know the position of every card in the deck, let's say that you cut to a card. Well, now when you cut to a card and you can see it, you know what the next card is. Or if you know what the bottom card of the deck is, now you know what the top card of the deck is. There's just a lot of crazy cool things you can do with them. It's a bit of work. It takes a bit of time to learn how to do all this, to memorize it and the positions of everything. But once you do it, you have an indisposable tool with you that you'll always be able to use. And I see people like Aussie Wynn slay with a stack. And of course, Juan Tamariz and all these, you know, Simon Aronson, all these guys, very clever principles and techniques you can do with a memorized deck. So I think it's worth the effort. Yeah. Kid X, hi Luke, back from Hungary. Welcome back. All right. Pretend, can you teach us the rhythm count? Yeah, I'll teach you guys that in just a minute. Sure, why not? Let's see here. Willie Chin over on Facebook, working on the mnemonic stack. Cool, man. Good deal. Rod Wayne, Fate stacks make me smile. All right. Yes, Nick Marshall makes a good point. If you're gonna take the time to learn a stack, you might as well learn how to do some false shuffles too. Whether they're riffle shuffles or overhand shuffles, you might want to learn how to also false shuffle a deck so you keep the order of the deck, you know, intact too. Good point there, Nick. Good looking out, buddy. Let's see here. CJ, Luke looks for best book on short card. Any recommendations? Short card, and that comes from my buddy CJ. Let me do a quick search here on the Murphy's page. I think I know what I'm looking for, but let me just take a quick peek here. I think I know. God, what's the guy's name? Let's see here what pops up here. CJ, I'm going to look for you here, and then we'll look together. There's a few different resources here. Probably the one that pops out first is something from a guy named Peter Casford. I'm going to pop this up for you here on the show. Bring up the old Facebook. Then we got Murphy's here. This is a project called Miracles with a Short Card. This, once again, comes from Mr. Peter Casford. This is available on DVD. and it's a whole project just on things you can do with a short card. You can find that from your favorite Magic dealer, wherever that may be. But that is a resource that is just nothing but things with the short card. So there you go. All right, hope that helps you out, CJ. Let's see here. Rondo, and they like to be called little cards. Well said. Brandon Ellis, you're heading to Blackpool next year. I don't know, Brandon. I don't know yet. It's coming up, though, isn't it? We'll see. If I am, I'll definitely make sure you guys know. I'll keep you posted, and we'll have to hang out and get some fun content. If not, then I know my buddy Titanus will be there, so you definitely check him out. Yes. Shabazz, hey, look, will you have any Christmas offers or discounts coming soon at Murphy's Magic? Shabazz, yes, we will. I can't tell you guys any details. However, I'll give you a little inside info here because you're my friends and we're hanging out. Next Monday, I'm not going to give you any specifics yet. Next Monday, I'm starting something for you guys. I'm piecing it together, putting it together with my team. The 12 Days of Christmas. I've got some 12 Days of Christmas goodness for you, and it does start next Monday. That's all I'm going to say. But there will be new things each and every day, and they get better each and every day. Stuff that you guys can get for free. And it's gifts from us to you. All right, so stay tuned for that. It's going to be a lot of fun. Keep up with all the Murphy socials, and you will not miss any of it. Promise. All right? Cool. Good deal. YouTube, again, how we doing over there? KidX. Let's see here. KidX, I just received the journey, and I have to say I was a bit disappointed. Sorry to hear that. The thing was bad about it. The spectator can't check out the deck. What are your thoughts about that? The reason I bring this up, and I asked, and I want this show isn't about just like good. I want to be honest and upfront with you guys too. KidX. There are 5 different versions of the any card at any number on that project. That's just one. There are other methods on the project that involve sleight of hand that don't require you to use gimmicks, that the spectator can hold the deck and do the dealing and stuff. And there are versions where they can handle the deck after the effects. So that's just one of the effects that you can do with the deck. And I understand where you're coming from, but just keep in mind the other versions you can do with the regular deck, and they can check it out at the end of the effect. So, yeah. Colin, are you coming to Magic Fest? I don't know. That's another one I'm not sure about, but I will keep you guys posted if I am. Yeah. Chris Cram, how we doing out there, buddy? Good to see you, man. Let's see. Q holiday music. Yeah. Shabazz, yes, 12 Days of Christmas. Thank you. Yeah, no worries, man. I just, we're just going to keep things going. It's going to be fun. Joe, how we doing out there? The Rubber Band Master. You are here in the house. Good to see you. If you guys are interested in learning rubber band magic, one of the pioneers of a lot of rubber band magic, Joe Reinfleisch, is here right now. Watch it on the Facebook page. If you guys have any questions about rubber band stuff, if you're on YouTube, head over to our Facebook page right now. Joe is an encyclopedia when it comes to rubber band magic. He does some incredible stuff with it. He's definitely at the top of my list when it comes to resources for magic with rubber bands. He does more than just rubber band stuff. Don't get me wrong. We got Dan Harlan's another guy known for it. But Joe is one of those guys that you can't go wrong with when it comes to rubber band stuff. Yeah. Nick Marshall, you should come to Blackpool again. I know, Nick. We'll see, buddy. I'll keep you posted. I'll definitely keep you posted. Let's see. Christian, Penn Jillette reacted to Blaine's bullet catch recently. Any comments of your own on it? I don't know. Was it good or bad? Because I know that Penn and Teller both do a bullet catch, a double bullet catch, on their live show, the live show here at the Rio. So I thought it was interesting. I mean, as a magician, I think sometimes we get a little bit clouded by our judgment because this isn't the first time he's done a bullet catch. Yes, he kind of did it differently now, but like, I don't know. Like, it didn't excite me. And I don't know how spectators or real people feel about it, but for me, it was kind of like, okay, he's kind of doing it again. It's not to take away from the effect. It's not to take away from the drama, not to take away from the balls that it takes to do something like that. I just really didn't get excited about it personally, but that's just my honest thought. Martone says on YouTube, Joe even has flourishes with rubber bands. Yeah, that's right. Joe does have flourishes with rubber bands. Yeah. Let's see here. Let's see. David, what are the most valuable skills someone can know besides magic that bolster magic performance? David, are you looking for like general advice on that? Because I think showmanship is an important one. Feeling comfortable in your own skin, just, close-up wise, it's just being personable and humble and having fun. I see a lot of people when it gets to magic, they have like this ego, like they're better than other people. Cut that crap out. Yeah. Krish, is it worth buying SSS if you're under 18? Yeah, I don't think that there's an age limit on it, unless I'm mistaken. Yeah. Shabazz, sorry, I don't know if you have answered this already. How can I win some free some brand new magic? So Shabazz, I'll announce this again, and I'm going to share some more of your magic over there. Here's what Willie says on Facebook about the Blaine bullet catch. Yeah, that's what I thought too about Blaine's bullet catch. Kind of the same thing, except he himself fires a gun. That's the only difference. Yeah, I mean, it's cool, but I don't know. I was expecting more, I guess, because the rest of the special had some really fun moments. If you guys do want to win some free magic this week, in case you're wondering, you're a new viewer, you just turned in, you can get your hands on the brand new NOC deck from us, the Murphy's Magic Signature deck. These guys are actually marked, too, just like the rest of the NOC series decks are. And we give you a link to a download, a video to show you how to read the markings on the back of these, all right? So to do that, if you're a new viewer here, all you need to do is on our Facebook page, give this video a thumbs up. It gives me a list of people, whether you're watching live or on demand, of all the people that have watched this. And I can pick someone at random from that list to give you a free deck of those. And my YouTube friends, if you're just tuning in, all you need to do is leave a comment after this video goes up as an on-demand, because your live comments right now are not saved. And I will choose one of you from my YouTube friends, whether it's some feedback or let me know where you're from, or if you're a new viewer, tell me how you found the show. Pick one of you at random, you get a free deck too. It's that easy. All right, cool. You know what? Back to you guys. I got some more magic. This is from Chris, who's been asking about some of this stuff. I've got a clip from him. This is a quickie, so check this out. I think this is like an interactive thing. So play along with it, and let's see if it works for you. All right?
Hey guys, I'll be showing you a trick, and I want you to pick one card, alright? So, out of 5 cards, I've got 5 cards right here. Just pick one. I want to make sure all of these are, yeah, there we go. Just pick one. Got it? Look, we'll leave them down. Is there any way I can know your card? No. So look. Pull out one card. I'm pretty sure that's the one you picked.
And there you go. If I'm not mistaken, this is based on a Vernon principle, like a mental type of force. I'm curious, did it work on you guys, both on Facebook? Let me know on Facebook. Did this work for you? And the same thing could be said for my friends on YouTube. Did this work for you? I'd like to know. The Taurus is asking over on YouTube, are the NOC any good, like handling-wise? The Taurus, I really like the quality. It's a master finish on the deck. It's the same printing, like the stock that you would get from the Expert Playing Card Company or House of Cards. So if you know that quality, you know that this is exactly the same. Really, really nice finish to it. I like this master finish a lot. So there you go. All right. Let's hop back over here now to Facebook real quick. I just had to do a quick refresh and see if I missed anything out here. Let's see. Not you, not you. Work for you, Rod. All right, that's cool. So yeah, I mean, it's going to work for some and not others. If I'm not mistaken, though, that's based on a Vernon principle that he published a while back, a long, long time ago. Yeah, the mental force, I believe is what it is. Dang, you got it. Willie Chin, he got you. Yeah, there you go. All right, cool. Good stuff. All right, more stuff from you guys. This one comes from my buddy Mark. This is a fun routine. I think this is Mark Magnampu or Magnampo. Anyway, this is Mark. More stuff from you guys. I'll tell you again in just a minute when I come back how you can send stuff my way too. Don't forget, I will be sharing one of my own effects with you too very soon, so stay tuned for that. We're just getting through your questions and showing off your magic, so stay tuned. We are going to teach you something. And I'll remind you again how you can win some magic this week. All right, so hang tight. This is Mark. All right, good stuff from my buddy Mark. Thank you, sir, for sending that my way. I think you're a new viewer or a new participant when it comes to sharing your magic. And once again, if you guys do want to send your stuff our way and you want to see it featured here on next week's show, our next live hangout, which will be next Wednesday at noon Pacific time, all you need to do is to drop us a private message on Facebook. You can do that. You can actually upload the video on our Facebook page. If you'd rather use email, maybe the file's too big or you just prefer email, it's right below, social@murphysmagic.com. It's a great way for you to get in touch with us, share those videos. You can upload them there and I can download them and put them here on the show too. So a couple different ways. A lot of people ask about how they can be featured on the show, and now you know. All right, cool. Let's see here. Who else just? I think is that my buddy Rogue who just popped up there. Rogue, how we doing, Rogue? Hope you're having a good holiday season, buddy. Thanks for tuning in this week. Good to see you, sir. All right. I'm now going to hook you guys up with 5 free tricks. If you're a new viewer, you can check this out and see it. If you're a regular viewer, you know what's coming. But this is how you can get your hands on 5 free tricks. You get the first one today. This comes from Gregory Wilson. Hang tight. I'll be back soon to share some of my own magic with you and teach you something brand new on this week's show. But right now, find out how you can get your hands on 5 free tricks.
I'm going to do everything I can to not sound like a sales pitch. But listen, 5 free tricks right out of my repertoire. They're fantastic, part of my immodesty, but they're impromptu. Listen, pens, bills, everyday objects, anytime, anywhere, you'll love it. Just hit the subscribe button, have a lot of fun. We'll see you on the other side. You can always hit the unsubscribe button. I don't recommend it, but did I mention free? 200, 300, 400. What? It's great. We'll have some fun. All I have to say is limited time offer. While supplies last, operators are standing by. See you soon.
All right, my friends, and there you go. If you decide to sign up today, you get the first trick, and then you get another one every single day emailed to you to check out. It's good stuff from Gregory Wilson, who's not only an amazing performer, he's a great teacher too, so I know you're going to enjoy that stuff. All right, cool. Let's see. Chris Cram did ask about Ambitious Card. Best place to learn. I got to say it. I did answer the question on YouTube, but I think it is definitely Daryl. Daryl won FISM with the Ambitious Card routine. Check that out from your favorite dealer for sure. The Tourist, I'm late. I've stalked your channel for like 3 hours. Well, all right. What time do you go live? And have you already showed us? I have not shown the trick yet. I'm about to. We do go live every Wednesday at noon Pacific time. That's 12 o'clock p.m. Pacific here on the West Coast. I'm in Las Vegas. So each and every Wednesday, unless something changes, I don't know with the holidays if we're going to have to miss a week or change a date, but for now, every single Wednesday at 12 o'clock Pacific time, I'm here live for you guys. Not only on our Facebook page, but on YouTube, on Twitter, and I'm growing to some other places too very soon that you'll be able to watch the show. So there you go. Magic JJ just arrived from the UK. Thank you for hanging out. Ben, what do you think? I think it looks good, Ben. I think it looks cool. Yes. Christian asks, how do the NOC decks compare to Phoenix decks? I think it's like a yin and yang type of deal, man, because you've got Phoenix. It's more, to me, just about the design. You know, do you want something that looks a bit more like this, or do you want something that's more minimalistic and, you know, like the NOCs? For me, it's more about what do you like more? What looks more like something you would want to use? There is no real, for me, quality is quality. I think they're both pretty much on the same level, but I think it's just more what looks better for you. VJ's Spike Magic, what do you think of Metal? Metal's good, Eric's good teacher, good stuff from Eric. He's also got that great set, what's it called, An Extension to Me, Eric's other coin set that's out. It's really, really good, so check that out too. For English, it's 8 o'clock start time. Thank you, Charlie. So okay, my UK friends, it's 8 o'clock p.m., I'm guessing, yeah. What's a good stage trick? Bobby, one of my favorite stage pieces, it's not like an illusion, it's a stand-up type of piece, it's called Cardiographic. I first saw David Copperfield do it, and basically it's a Martin Lewis effect. We have a giant pad, like a giant easel, like a pad, a writing, drawing pad. Someone picks a card. You try to see if you can get what the card is. You draw something, you turn it around. It's like an ace of spades. And they can say, no, that's not my card. And you say, well, actually, hold on a sec. And you draw like some angles on it. And you say, actually, this is the first card in a deck of cards, so it's a drawing. And then you have them name their card, and you kind of like do this, and the card, the ink on the paper, the drawing comes to life, and their card rises up out of the drawing on the pad. You then tear off the paper, they can feel it, keep it, and it's like this drawing of a card rising up out of a deck that they just saw move. They get to keep that. That's a cool one. I've liked that for a long, long time. That's called Cardiographic. Yeah. Daniel Ricks, I'm back, and we'll rewatch later. All right, cool. All right. Back over here on YouTube, and then we'll teach you guys some magic on the Jam Cam. Jester, Skycap 2.0, Luke, when will it come back? I don't know what the dates are right now. I know that we did decide to go with more. There was a demand for them, and so more will come. You guys will be the first to know, I promise. Okay? Ben is from Ireland, and he has the same time as the UK. Okay, cool. So Ben, appreciate that, buddy. Brahman, what do you think spectators think of custom decks? That's a good question. I'd kind of like to know your thoughts, guys. What do you think people think of are decks of cards when they aren't just a regular bicycle deck of cards. What do you guys think? Does it raise suspicion? Is it us running when we're not being chased? I don't use custom decks. I think the closest thing I use, which you'll see in just a minute because I'm going to teach you guys something, is something like this. It's a bicycle deck, but it's green. Why am I using green? Well, because it's like Christmas soon. So I thought that's okay. But it's still bicycle. People are familiar with the design. And but yeah, it's just for me, like, why not? Let's go green for a few weeks. And there you go. But yeah, I'd like to know you guys what you think about that stuff. Yeah. Ben asks, how would you find organic magic on the market? Ben, some great resources if organic, situational kind of magic is your thing. Check out the Paul Harris Art of Astonishment stuff. I'm going to pull this up. Speaking of Paul Harris, while I pull this up, my God, guys, have you seen Starlight yet? Have you seen this? This looks so freaking good. It is stupid. I'm probably going to try to bring up some of the trailer here for you if you haven't seen it yet. I'm not going to show you the whole trailer, but I'm going to bring this up for you. If you haven't seen this, my God, I'm going to fast forward to some of the beautiful parts. I mean, guys, I'm going to fast forward to the animation stuff if I can. I'm going to wait a second for that to load. This looks sick. If you guys haven't seen Starlight yet, check it out. It's ridiculous. It's just stupid. But Paul Harris does have these books called The Art of Astonishment. It's packed full of this weird offbeat magic done with candy bars, magic done with everyday objects, and so cool. So cool. That guy, like his thinking with magic, it's all over the place. I dare for you to find someone that has been more impactful when it comes to organic magic than Paul Harris. A lot of other people that are really good at it. I don't want to sell these other guys short. Nathan Kranzo, a good friend of mine, he does a lot of really cool offbeat kind of stuff. I like his style a lot. But let me see if this yeah, okay, so I'm going to pop this up again. And if you guys haven't seen Starlight, this is like a little bit of a highlight of the way it looks. Basically, you're able to reveal information in like a beam of light. And I'm just going to give you the highlights here. You actually see this move. Look at that. The ink is, look at that. I mean, not the ink. The light is crawling across the freaking card. I'll give you a couple more looks here. I'm just jumping through the trailer. Look at that. Here we go. This is the money shot, guys. Look at this. That looks so sick. I think this is revealing initials. You could do cards. I think you also do numbers, and you can do so initials, cards, numbers. This is, I think, numbers. There's an 8. Any 2-digit number. So if you haven't seen the trailer for Starlight, here's one more look at it. Just watch the trailer, and you can grab it from your favorite dealer. It's on pre-order now, sick. I saw the trailer for the first time, and I was like, how in the heck is this working? Not only that, but I was so blown away by the creativity of the effect. It just looks cool. So check that out. It's very cool. But yeah, Paul Harris, good resource for organic magic. Back to where we started. All right. I think it's now time to jump over to the Jam Cam. What do you guys think? And we will then show you some magic from me this week. All right. Yes, Nick, you can get cards from Costco. Yeah, you can buy them in bulk. Good call there, yeah. Jasper says, custom cards are awesome. I use a lot, so people don't seem to notice the difference. All right, cool. I think it's just a personal thing. You know, if you're not putting attention on stuff, probably nobody else is either. You know what I mean? So, yeah. If you're not worried about it, neither will it. You're not going to be worried about it either. All right. I think it's now time for Jam Cam. All right, so let me just refresh my Facebook page here, and we will jump into Jam Cam time. All right, give me one sec here. All right. And again, if you're a new viewer, let me know where you're tuning in from. We have an international bunch of people, and it's always super cool to find out where my friends are tuning in from each and every week. All right. And if you just tuned into, I'm giving away a free NOC deck this week. Stay tuned to find out how you can get your hands on one of those bad boys. And if you haven't seen them yet, check this out. These things are beautiful. Love these guys. So yeah, stay tuned, and you can get your hands on one of those. All right. Jam Cam time. Here we go. If you're a new viewer, this is one of my favorite parts of the show. It's where I get to sit down, literally, and share some magic with you. So welcome, new friends and old friends, to the Jam Cam. All right. So again, this week I've got my green bicycle cards. I don't know if they're going to register as green on the on the camera, but they are green. I figured, you know what? It's the holiday season. Let's go green for a little bit, you know? So why not? Cool. So here we go. it is now Jam Cam time. So, and I'm going to give you guys a couple slights too along the way. I know someone asked about, what they asked about? The rhythm count. Someone else asked me about some palming. So I'll give you the routine first, and then we will do that. So first, this uses a 4 of a kind. All right, so what we're going to do is you can produce these or whatever, and I'm going to have these placed off to the side so that these are not selected from the deck. All right. What we'll also do is have 2 people select cards. Someone says stop, stop. You got the first card right about there. All right, and then when the other person says stop, stop, and there's the other card right about there. All right, so you got 2 cards freely selected from the deck. The only thing I really know right now is that you did not pick kings because I placed them off to the side to begin with. All right, cool. So I'll put the rest of the deck aside. We're only going to use the kings to help me find your cards. All right, so remember what they were. All right, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to start off by using, actually we'll get rid of these guys first. We're going to get rid of the king of spades. And we're going to get rid of the other black king too. We're going to start with the reds. So here's the king of clubs along with the king of spades. We put these in someone's hand to hold on to. So we're going to use the red kings to help you find the cards first, all right? Watch. All I have to do is give it a second. And with any luck, we've got not 1 card, oh boy, we got 2. Well, if I goof up, why not just start back over? Because now I have the kings back in my hand. Right there. And now in their hands, they've got the jack of spades, selection number 1, and the 10 of spades, selection number 2. And that, my friends, is my trick I like to call Sand Which Way Did They Go? Yes, cheeky name. One of my favorite effects I created probably a good 12 years ago. A lot of different people put their spin on it. Chris Mayhew has, Tom Stone has, several other people, but that's kind of like the original version of it, how it all started. And I think I shared with you guys a couple weeks ago another version of a trick similar to this called Stuck on Daily. Yeah, that is this week's free trick from me to you. This is once again called Sand Which Way Did They Go? So grab your cards and I'll teach you how to do it. How does that sound? That's what I'm here for, not only to share this stuff with you, to perform it, but I'm also here to teach you how to do it too. All right, so let me just refresh this page. I don't want to miss any comments. So to do this, it's very easy. You just need to grab your 4 of a kind. Once again, you can produce the 4 of a kind if you want. I just decided to go with the 4 kings. I didn't do anything flashy. We're all magicians. I'm not here to try to like make us all like, oh my God, look at that, look at that. Let's just get to the point. Let's get to the trick. So 4 of a kind. The only thing that really matters with the 4 of a kind is that they are in an alternating order. Basically that means, as you can see here, I've got black, red, black, red. And it doesn't have to be that. It could also be red, black, red, black. You get the idea. All right. So these go face down. And you can take them out of the deck and go, you know what? I don't want you to pick these. We're going to put them over here. They do need to go face down. Okay. Now, there's a few different ways you can do this. This next part. What I prefer to do is a very cheeky way to force 2 cards. The reason I do it this way is because, well, it controls the cards at the same time. So not only do you get to force the cards, you also control them. You don't have to do anything past that. So what I do is I literally force the bottom 2 cards of the deck. Now this is something I challenge you to try. This is silly, it is fun, and it works. I remember doing this for some friends in the last couple of years, and they were like, oh, wait, how? No, you didn't. And they're like, oh my God, you did do that. If you don't put attention on stuff, people won't know. Just keep going, all right? So what I do is I literally force the bottom card of the deck second. I keep that one back first. So here's what I do. I get a break above the bottom card. I do what looks like a riffle force. So I riffle down, and whenever they say stop, I literally lift up the whole deck above the bottom card. Now what this does is it conditions them for what's going to happen on the second card. So you riffle down, you lift off everything above that bottom card, and you show it to them. Now you guys are looking down. Normally I would go like this. And I would kind of cheat this back, and I would share the card like that. You guys are looking down, so I literally have to go like that. But they get a flash of a card here, so that's kind of like getting them ready for what's about to come. Then when you put the whole deck back, you're going to dribble and pick up like half the deck, and then dribble so it looks like that card came from the middle. The next card is literally the bottom card of the deck. You riffle down again. This time there is no break. You just riffle down, and you literally just take the whole deck and you show them the bottom card as you tilt your left hand down. Bam, bam. Up to speed, my friends. It's literally bam, bam, come back, lift off, and dribble, and it looks like the card once again came from the middle of the deck. It's that easy. Both cards are now on the bottom of the deck. What you do now is you're going to add these to the top of these cards, and I do that by getting a break above the bottom 2 cards, So now I have a break, a thumb break at the back. I'm going to side jog these. I'm going to expose this as I pick up this packet off the box. And that's why I use the box. It's easier to pick everything up because these are kind of sticking off the back. Grab this. Now I've got everything. I've got the kings below that. And now I pick up everything above this break, put it on the table, and now I can turn everything over and show 4 kings very quickly. I'm just holding back the last 2 cards, which are the selections. Like that. Now you're going to turn the packet over. You can do a quick displacement. You're going to show 1 card, 2 cards, and 3 cards. But what you're going to do is you're going to change the position of the second and the third card. You're going to exchange them. All right? So you're going to put your thumb here and you're just going to slide it off as this card goes to the right underneath. So the second and third card change places. These 2 cards go back on top and you keep a break. And now you do your double to show the first red king. Show that, turn the double back over, deal it into someone's hands. I really like to do that. Now what you're going to do, you're going to get a break above the bottom card, and everything that's in the middle underneath the top card, so this is 3 cards I believe, gets pulled out and flipped over as a triple to make it look like 1 card, and it should be the other red king, which is what you want. Show that, turn it over, and now deal the top card into the other one, and now you're ready for the ending. And this is very, very easy. You're just going to turn over the top card onto the packet. Keep all these together. It's important. And now you're going to slide out the bottom card. So what I like to do normally is I'll grab the whole packet, slide out the bottom card, and use this block to turn it over. Now you've got these 2 cards sandwiched in between there. So again, this card comes out, flip it over, just drop on top. And now you've got 2 cards sandwiched in between the kings. Give a little wave over the deck, spread, and now you show, instead of finding 1 card, because you were going to use these cards to find one of the cards and these cards to find the other one. When you take out the cards now, you see these are actually the other kings, which they just saw you put in their hands. And now when they turn these cards over, they will see they are selection number 1 and selection number 2. And that, my friends, is my trick that I like to call sand. Which way did they go? It's an oldie. Like I said, I've had a lot of fun with it over the years. You can use your own way to get the cards on top of the other ones. I'm just teaching you the way that I have done it. I found it to be the most clean, efficient way to do it. Yeah, that is the trick from me to you this week, so I hope you enjoy it. All right, cool. Tiago, I'll start doing that definitely. Cool. All right. Johnny Green Jeans, nice. That could be really powerful. Yeah, and I always use spectators' hands when I can, of course. I agree with that 100%. Some of the strongest stuff you can do is when when it happens to them, it's different than when you just do it. Yeah. Let's see. I'm looking at magma. Can it be used in a cups and balls? My hand is moving all the time. I don't see why not. I mean, you could also get it in and out of play. In and out of play, you know? Yeah. Corey Roach over on YouTube. How do you come up with tricks? What inspires you? Thank you, Evan. I'm glad you dig it. How do I come up with tricks? I've studied magic, card magic, kind of every form of magic for a long time. And once I start to learn different sleights and moves and routines, I start to kind of put the pieces together. And I think about, man, it'd be cool to use this move to do that. Or I really like this plot. I like the sandwich plot, or I like this plot. And how can I put my own spin on it? And what kind of moves can I use to do that? The more that you know, and I've said this a lot when people ask me about being creative, the more you know, the more damage you can do, the more you can create, the more you can build. It's hard when you don't know as much as you probably should because you start recreating the wheel. That's a big waste of time because you find out later that you could have just learned this to begin with. And sometimes people don't credit correctly. But the more you know, the more tools that are available to you to create. And that's really what it all comes down to me, is that knowledge. It's like a painter, and I keep using this analogy a lot. You know, a painter, someone can have a lot of natural talent, but if they don't know what this brush does, or this color palette does, or this easel or the canvas is used for a certain thing, or how to do charcoal, or how to do this or that, it's a waste. And you'll probably end up doing something that someone else has done before, like a style or something. So the more you know, the better off you're going to be. And I kind of attribute a lot of what I do to just having a general knowledge of all this stuff. But that comes over time. That doesn't just happen. It takes time, it takes effort, and focus to do that. Yeah. Tiago, I've never had that happen, but he's asking what happens if they notice I lift up the whole deck. I'm doing everything so quick. And I don't say that just to try to pacify this. I mean it. When I do this stuff, I just do it and I just keep going. Like if I were to do this here for you, I would literally just be like, okay, so stop, you got it, all right, good. And it's just this, why would they question it? If you just keep going and you just keep doing, there's this pace. You won't be stopped. If you're doing stuff and you put attention on it, like, okay, I want you to say stop. Okay, now remember this card. Now, you got it? And then now they have a chance to look. But if you literally just go on and do something like it's nothing, just say stop whenever you want. All right, you got it? Good. And you just keep going. That's what you learn over time. You just know how to take control of the performance. And just keep doing that with your stuff. Don't give them a chance to question. Don't give them a chance to catch up. If you're moving, they're just going to go for the ride with you. All right? Cool. Can you please teach how to show 6 cards as 4? It comes from Duncan on YouTube. Sure, why not, Duncan? I mean, that's a good question because I did show you something there that you're hiding cards at one point. So I'll do that real quick. So guys, if you're not familiar with how to do these type of things, grab yourself 6 cards and let's do it. So basically with the routine I just showed you, the extra cards you don't want to have seen are on the bottom here. So you're going to hold the cards together and then you're going to push over a 1, push over 2, and now you're not going to push over any more into this hand. You're just going to push this over and keep this last block of 3 as 1. So the basis of all this is just keeping everything square from the beginning, keeping it square when you spread. And now when you get comfortable, you can be open like this. When I was a kid, when I was first learning this, I was scared as heck to do this because I'm like, man, what if the cards break like this? But when you just start to do it and you just feel it, it's like, yeah, just do it. So basically, I'm just letting the cards just lay flat, and these are hiding underneath there. So that's pretty much how that works. It's just letting them sit there, putting everything back together, just being fluid and nonchalant with everything. The less attention, again, that you put on stuff, the less attention you're getting people to pay attention to. All right? Rhythm count, Pratam. Yes, I'll show you the rhythm count too. One of my favorite moves, I think I taught you guys this a few episodes back. Rhythm count is a very cool thing. I'll teach you guys this. Grab a 4 of a kind and 2 extra. So keep those 6 cards out. Get your 2 different cards. So what you're going to do is, this really works well when you have court cards. Use a red and a black one for the discrepancy not to be seen. The order is 1 card on the bottom, indifferent card, 1 card second from top, and the other indifferent card there. So it'll be the order. So the rhythm count allows you to show, and I'll show you real quick, allows you to show 4 cards, but you're really only showing 2. So that's 1, that's 2, that's 3, and that's 4. This is made popular and created by the beautifully creative and just amazing magician Larry Jennings, who's one of my favorite magicians ever. So again, this would be the order. And what you're going to do is you're going to spread over the 4 cards. There's only 4 here. You're going to get a break underneath the top 2. You're going to do your double lift to show 2 cards as 1. So you show the first king, turn it over, deal the top card down. Now comes the rhythm part. You're going to take the top card and use it to kind of point at the other hand as you turn this hand palm down. Show the bottom card. 2 things happen at once now. As you turn the left hand palm up, this card turns palm down. So you get here, here, and as this happens, the top card of this packet gets thumbed off. So now you're showing this again, and now you're showing this again. It's this back and forth rhythm that makes this work. And I'll do it once more for you up to speed just so you can see how deceptive this really is. And again, this is from Larry Jennings. That's important to know. So you show the first king, show the second king, third king, fourth king. I kind of like to do a little tap on the cards to kind of throw off the rhythm, to try to throw off the count. So it doesn't just feel like I'm just bam, bam, bam. Kind of just give a little tap each time. So that is called the rhythm count. Hope that helped you out. All right, cool. Let's see. Great tips. Great tip to buckle the 3rd card from the block. I mean, a great resource in general to learn buckling and breaks is Card College. If you don't have Card College, Charlie, I think it's definitely important to have it. It gives you tips on how to do buckle cards, how to do pinky counts, which is, I think, is an important tactic to have. Passes, controls, routines, everything and anything you can think of with card magic, even how to hold the deck correctly, which is something a lot of people never even take the time to learn. It shows you the different phalanges with your hands. It shows you the different tension points and pressure points, images of all this stuff, so you know exactly where to hold the deck the right way. It's hard, guys, if you pick up a deck and you just start going off and learning stuff to relearn how to do things the right way. So just something to think about. But I think Card College would be a great resource. All right. Let's now jump into more of your clips. This one comes from someone I've seen on Instagram quite a bit. This is from Ryan Carlos Cleary. Ryan Carlos Cleary. This is a fun routine he did with a book and a card. I've got another one from him too. But he sent me this, so he's a new viewer, and I'm going to share this right about now. So kick back, relax, and enjoy some magic from Mr. Ryan. I like that a lot. Nice color change with the book. The card changes as you flip through the pages. Good stuff, Ryan. And I've got one more thing from him to share with you in just a couple minutes too. So good stuff. And yes, Martin says Ryan's good. Yeah, he does some good stuff online. I've seen him on Twitter, on Instagram, and he's always posting good stuff for sure. It's 2 a.m. where I live. Someone's getting up late tomorrow. Yes, Farouk, I appreciate the support though. Thanks for hanging out. Yes. Let's see. Pratam, you're welcome. Glad I could help you out, man. You're welcome. And yes, Ricards, I'm using regular bikes today. Man, you're good. You're always calling me out on that stuff. Nick Marshall on Facebook says, I should definitely be getting a commission for Card College. Yeah, bring it on. Come on. Bring it on. Let's see here. Alex Fife on Facebook. Would you rather buy a method, create an effect around that, or come up with an effect to make... Oh, okay. Would you rather... a method and create it. Okay, so basically saying, would you rather have a method and create a trick from it, or would you rather have a trick and create a method to make it work? The way I work is I often think, what if? I look at the effect as, man, it'd be cool if, or I'd love to be able to do this. And then I figure out how to do it. And again, the more that you know, the more knowledge, the more basics, the more fundamentals and foundations that you have to work from, the more things you have to pull from to figure out how to make stuff work and how to make it happen. Right, it kind of all comes together, right? You get it now? Yeah. Let's see here. Shabazz, with the new trick Starlight, can the spectator look underneath the card during the trick? Shabazz, I don't think they can. Method-wise, I do not believe they can. I can confirm that and come back in later after this episode and try to confirm that. But I'm pretty sure that you cannot. Yeah. Yeah. But it is a good-looking trick, right? Jasper, what's the very first trick you learned? This comes in on Facebook. The very first trick I learned, there were two. I think the first one I got, though, was the nest of boxes. It was like this cardboard box. It had like a little rabbit and a little top hat. You borrow a coin, put it in your hand, you grab the box, hand it to someone, coin vanishes. They open up the first box. There's a smaller one, and then it's like down to like a little pouch, and the signed coin is in there. And the other one, which is a classic for a reason, Scotch and Soda. I still have my very first original set I have as a kid, and those are my two original tricks. So, yeah. Alex, you're welcome. Hope that helped you out, buddy. Yeah. All right. This comes in on YouTube from Sepe. Which of the books from Card College is the best? I think you need them all, to be blunt. If you're going to invest in learning card magic the right way, get the whole series. If you're kind of new to card magic, start with number 1. It gives you the foundations, the basics. But the fun thing about Card College is you learn routines and tricks to do with these things you're learning along the way. So the harder the sleights get, the more in-depth the routines get, the more you can do with these sleights, and you start to think about things. And for me, that's what opened that doorway of creativity is like, okay, well, I learned these sleights, and now I know what I can do with them. But what would I do if I wanted to do this instead? Oh, I can go back and use this sleight I just learned. Great resource to have. I don't mean to be a broken record here, but I'm just telling you what's worked for me. Yeah. Helix asked on YouTube, hi Luke, greetings from Germany. Hello, guten Tag. Do you know something that I can wish for Christmas like a card magic book or trick? Can you recommend a trick I can do for real people and not only for cam? Helix, there's some really cool stuff out right now. I was just talking about Starlight. I think it looks freaking awesome. Starlight's a good one, bud. You can definitely do that for real people, and you see the reactions from the trailer. I'm just looking here on the Murphy's website to see if there's any other things I can recommend to you right now. Sharpie through Bill looks good too. This new thing from Sans Minds actually looks pretty good. Takes the old misled thing Copperfield did, and now lets you do it with a Sharpie marker, which is pretty nice. Fall is another good one. Fall it allows you to take a Sharpie and bounce it on the edge of a table, and then you can make it fall. And you're not connected to anything. It's a really good one. Another good one you can do for real people, DreamPad. DreamPad is great. A lot of people ask me about minimalism stuff here on the show. The one thing I like about DreamPad by João Miranda, same guy that came out with the Smoke Watch, is a lot of times when you do a confabulation routine, a prediction routine with like 3 different things, sometimes people will do like a vacation. Where did we go? How much did we spend? And like another detail. Who do I go with or whatever. But they usually use double writing. So as you're writing on the pad, the information, you're also writing it again. So you can't have people around you. You know what I mean? For the method to work. With this method, you can literally have the pad out and you can write the information they're naming you in front of them and hand them the piece of paper as a reference of what they just named. And then you go in and you produce the prediction to show exactly what they said is what you predicted. DreamPad is a real-world worker that I really like a lot. And so is his Vision Box. It's another good one. It's real-world magic. If you haven't seen it yet, check out the trailer. You have a clear box and a signed card routine, blah, 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 blah. You come down to the end. You point to the box. It's got a card folded up inside. You reach in and you grab it, and it is the signed card. It's that clean. Looks beautiful, and it's made very well. So it's another one I really like. Spider Pen Pro, loops, these type of things, like these are utilities I've used throughout the years. A good spider pen. If you haven't seen some of the footage we put up with Ye Gall at Magic Live doing it, people were going nuts because they didn't realize you can do this stuff with a spider pen. Beautiful stuff, and loops as well. If you need more info, shoot me that right now. I'll be more than happy to give you more thoughts. So those are a few of my initial thoughts. Pratim, what do you think about Rubik's Cube Magic? Do you do it? I don't do it. I enjoy watching it. I mean, I remember seeing Stephen Brundage do this stuff at Magi Fest before he ever put out Cube 3. Carl Hines, a friend of mine, does beautiful work. Garrett Thomas, another friend. Garrett does beautiful Rubik's Cube stuff. I always loved watching it. It just wasn't for me because I'm more of a close-up guy, and that's kind of something bigger than you would normally carry with you. You know what I mean? But it's beautiful to watch. I do enjoy it. Shabazz, this live video cut off. Oh, sorry to hear that. So not sure if you answered, but have you ever used Exact Change by Gregory Wilson? Can the spectator take the change out of pocket? Yeah, Shabazz, no, they cannot take the change out of your pocket. You have to do that, but your pocket can be shown empty after that, so I think it's okay. Yeah. I was told that they can't keep the prediction with DreamPad. Is that true? I'm pretty sure they can, Daniel. I don't know why they can't. I'll try to confirm that for you, but I believe they can keep the prediction from DreamPad. Pretty sure they can. Let's see. I'm sorry if you guys had some tech issues there. I don't know what happened. Charlie says he'll save up for the whole collection. I guess he's talking about Card College, yeah. Yeah. Let's see here. Ricards, how to deal with fear for performing for street magic. Really need advice. I think it's anytime, but just performing in general. The more you do it, the more comfortable you're going to feel, the easier it's going to be, and the more secure you are with the material that you're doing. Make sure that you're doing the stuff and you're doing it well. When you start to do moves and routines and you don't think about the moves and you don't have to look at your hands, then you know you're ready to perform. When you're this, uncomfortable thing where it's like, okay, I'm going to show you this trick, okay, and it's like, okay, see, and then you keep like coming back and forth, you can tell that you're not comfortable doing what you're doing. So I think a lot of it comes down to being comfortable with the routines too, the magic that you're doing. Because then if you're comfortable with that, then you can just focus on the presentation. Chris Cram, what is your opinion on Cypher compared to DreamPad? Well, I mean, they're two different things, Chris. Cypher is like a peak device, allows you to gain information, to know what they write. DreamPads use more to have that information be used in a different way, to use it in a way that you can reveal it, and put it that way. I guess technically you could do that with the DreamPad, but the way that the method works, I think it's more suited for the way the prediction works with DreamPad. You're not really going to be able to peek that information. So I think Cypher, if you're looking just as a peek, DreamPad for sure if you're looking to reveal information that someone has written or that you've written out in the open, if that makes any sense. Yeah. Marielle over on YouTube, what's the most used color change? Erdnase color change. I've done it forever. I love it. It's easy. Well, it's easy now, but it's visual and people seem to enjoy it. So I like that one a lot. Yeah. All right. Rob, I don't know. What is that, Rob? He's asking about volition. I don't know what that is, Rob. If you want to give me some heads up on that. Jay, how we doing out there? Jay, good to see you, sir. Quentin, can you show the trick you do if someone asks for a trick and you give an ugly old sticky deck or something impromptu? Quentin, I don't have a trick. I taught a trick earlier. If you're looking for like tricks like that, though, I do want to give this a quick mention because this is what I gave away on this week's show from last week. This is a project from Big Blind Media. It's called Any Shuffle Deck, Self-Working Impromptu Miracles. And it's 10 tricks you can do with any deck. It could be a crap deck, it could be whatever, but you can do really cool routines with a shuffled, borrowed deck. And once again, this is from Liam Montier and Big Blind Media. So, good question, and they're all totally impromptu. So, anytime, anywhere, you get a deck, you can do some stuff. 10 tricks. I think you'll like it. Yeah. Let's see here. I've got a couple more clips to show. This show is just blowing by. This one's from Zach. I think this came in from Facebook. So this is a quickie from Zach, and you can check that out right about now. Be right back. All right, good stuff. A quick, tournament sword card. You got the corner there. Wave your hand, bam, restored. Good stuff. That again from Zach over on Facebook. He sent that in. Is a thing for us to show here. Emil, what do you think about Shin Lim tricks? I think it's cool stuff. It's visual stuff. Remember, a lot of the stuff that he performs and he creates is performed and created for a stage piece or performance piece. You know what I mean? So keep that in mind. Sometimes he's sharing the secrets that he uses, but he uses them for like a stand-up performance, not just a here I'm going to show you something thing. That makes any sense. But some of it is used for that type of situation too. Another clip. This one. I'm excited to show you this. I've been showing this on the Murphy's Instagram account. I've been sharing it over on Facebook. This is from Takumi Takashi. This guy is sick. I had to share it because people have been going crazy over it. This guy is a beast. I've featured him before. He's the student of Leonard Green. He's showing off the mandalas from Damien O'Brien. A lot of people really, really like that deck. This is him doing some incredible Top Shot stuff. As I put in the post for Murphy's on our socials, we know what he's doing. But how the heck is he doing this? Watch what he does with the Top Shot. This is stupid, stupid stuff in a good way. Check it out. I don't get it. I just don't get it. That guy, it's like at first I see him do one or two moves in this, and I'm like, okay, he's good. And then I see him keep going, and then it's like, yeah, all right. It's Takumi Takahashi, amazing guy. I love finding his stuff on Instagram. You can check him out on Instagram. I think it's Takumi Takashi Magic. Keep up with him over there. But that guy, I tell you what, man, he's just sick with the deck of cards. And you can tell he's a student of Leonard Green because of the Top Shot that he does, and probably one of the best you'll ever see, next to Leonard Green, of course. So, good stuff. I love watching that guy. Someone else I enjoy watching, someone sent me this morning. This is from our buddy Marton. Marton is a regular viewer. He hangs out, watches the show, sends me stuff a lot. I think he's watching right about now. So let us now watch our buddy Marton throw down for a minute. This is a quick color change, I think. It looks good. And here we go. All right. Marton, thank you for sending that my way, buddy. I think that came in this morning. Always good to see what you're up to, man. You are a ninja with a deck of cards. Look at that. Smooth color change. Looks good, buddy. So good stuff. And thanks for sending that over. Looks like I've got 2 more clips to share before I start to wrap up this week's show. and then we will get out of here. Yes, Tomer, you're saying on Facebook his laser deal. It's stupid, man. Crazy good, yeah. Very cool stuff. All right, this is another. This one comes again from Mr. Ryan Carlos Cleary. I mentioned him earlier. He has some great stuff on Instagram, on Twitter. You can catch him over there. You'll see his name pop up here on the screen just a second if you want to check him out and find him. So, yeah, this one is a really nice offbeat kind of Matrix idea from Ryan. All right, Ryan. Man, he's always up to something fun. You can check him out. He's always up to something with a deck of cards or some coins. He's got some nice offbeat stuff, good ideas, and he's always posting. That's what's fun. It's good to see people always sharing things they're working on. So, let's see here over on YouTube. Evan, thanks. Luke just got magma from the magic shop. It's on the way. Oh, cool, Evan. Glad to hear it, man. I really think when you think about different ways to use it to get it in and out of play, I've seen your other videos. I know you like to smoke and you have the light with the smoke. I think you'll like this, man. The gimmick is of the size to where, especially since you kind of know what's going on, if you throw in like a magnet on your back pocket, you can kind of get it in and out of play pretty easy, if you know what I'm saying. And you'll add a nice moment to some of your magic. So I'm looking forward to seeing you use Magma, man. And when your clips, share it with me, man. I shared some of your other stuff. Love to see it again, yeah. All right. Yes, the gesture you're saying Takuma's too good. Yeah, he is. He's too damn good. I'll agree with you there. Yeah. All right. Back over here on Facebook. Any cool or funny stories about working with Chris? I've seen his show literally over 50 times. He let me show him a card trick at the end of one of his shows. Any funny stories? Oh man, jeez. Man, we had a lot of good times. I think one of my funniest stories, I guess, it's not really that funny, but like when I first met him, I'm originally from North Carolina. I'm now living out here in Las Vegas. Um, I remember the first time I went up to his suite. He was living in the presidential suite at the top of the pyramid at the Luxor, like the top, very top part. And beautiful view. We were in there for a meeting. I sat down with him, and he's like, "Yeah, if you need anything, just go in the fridge, get whatever you want, get whatever you need." And I remember the moment I opened up the fridge and I saw Yoo-Hoo stocked in there, and I was like, "Man, me and this guy, we're gonna get along just fine." So that's a fond story. Um, that's a fond story of Chris. Just the fact that he, this celebrity, this guy, and there he is drinking freaking Yoo-Hoo. So I thought that was kind of cool. Yeah. That was kind of a cool one. Yeah, and I'm sure there's a couple more, but that's the one that definitely jumps out right now. Yeah. Let's see. Pridam, no, I haven't seen Dan Holland do that. I have not seen Dan do that. Yeah. Emil on YouTube's asking, who's your favorite magician and why? Wow. Whew, that is a tough question, man. Like studying, growing up as a kid, I really looked up to Paul Harris. Now, I guess if I had to kind of answer that, Paul's still in there. You got people like Caleb Morelli. While he's young, he's incredible talent. David Regal, who's not only a friend, but someone I look up to and respect as well. Tommy Wonder in his work. God. Of course, people like Di Vernon, Larry Jennings, who I mentioned before. It's not just the people that are popular now, it's people that have come before as well that have left an impression on me. And that's why I continue to try to mention them and talk about them because, it's important that we don't forget about where magic has come from or gone through to get where it is now, So, yeah. All right. Let's see over here on Facebook. Any other questions or thoughts? So we're going to start to wrap this up soon. All right. Let's see. Open this up. And I got one more clip to share with you before I start to wrap this up too, okay? And then we're going to get on out of here. All right. And this one comes from Lucas. This is a quick routine you can check out. And we will be Right back. All right, that comes in from Instagram. That is Lucas A or I. I want to see that again. Happened so quick, right? It's like a card matrix using the Memento Mori deck. And let's check that out one more time. I like this one a lot. And here you go from Lucas. Good stuff. Dig it. Love the quick visual stuff, man. Looks really good. That again from Lucas over on Instagram. Now, if you guys want to have your magic seen here on the show, because that wraps us up this week for all the user submitted videos, you can do it two ways. Number one, you can reach us over on Facebook. That's Murphy's Magic over there. Drop us a private message, and you can upload your video directly to us so we can download it and put it here on the show. That is facebook.com/Murphy's Magic Supplies. Make sure you like the page too. If you prefer to use email, maybe the file's too big for the Facebook page, or maybe you just don't use Facebook, well, you can check out the email address popping up below. That is social@murphysmagic.com. Great way to get in touch with us. Drop those emails. You can attach your files with your videos, and we will add them again to the show. As you've seen, we give shout-outs, put people's names up there, so it's not like if you send it, you won't be seen or mentioned, because that is a big part of this, is to make sure you are mentioned for sending your stuff. All right. We also have a giveaway this week. I mentioned it a couple other times. If you're just tuning in late, don't forget this week the prize for both Facebook and YouTube is the brand new Murphy's Magic Signature Series NOC deck. These were just released a couple days ago. The beautiful thing about these are not only the quality is good with a nice master finish, they're also marked. And we give you a video showing you how the marking system works. And of course, everyone's favorite, oh, show me the aces. Well, all right, here you go. A couple different ways to win these guys. Over on Facebook, all you need to do is to give this video a thumbs up. Whether you're watching live or on demand, it makes a nice little list for me of all the people that watch this, and I can go in and choose someone at random. So my Facebook friends, that's all you need to do. YouTube friends, you need to post a comment after this video is saved and goes up as an on demand, because the comments you're posting now in real time, fortunately, they're not saved. So do that, post some feedback, let me know where you're tuning in from, or if you're a new viewer, let me know where you found the show. That's all you got to do, and you too are entered in the contest to win a free NOC deck from us to you. It's that easy. Each and every week we're giving away more and more magic, whether it's products or decks of cards. Stay tuned. We've got a lot more stuff coming for you next week with our Christmas giveaways too. All right? And don't forget, we are back live each and every week, Wednesday at noon Pacific time. That's 12 p.m. noon Pacific. That's right. I'm here in Vegas, and that would be my time, 12 o'clock. So wherever you are out there in the world, make sure you tune in to find out what's going on in the magic world. And I've got a lot of other new stuff to share with you too, not just products, but working on some big projects for you. And I can't wait to unveil them probably in the next 2 weeks. Something you're going to have a lot of fun with every single day. That's all I'm going to say. All right, cool. Jasper, the NOC deck looks good. I love the card box very much. Oh, cool. Glad you dig it, Jasper. All right. Just before you go, I just want to say thank you, Luke, for your time here and you're answering your questions and teaching us magic. You're a great guy. Thank you, Shabazz. Shabazz, I think you're a new viewer. I hope you're not. Hope you're not a stranger now. Hope this isn't the last time we see you. It's good to have you here too, sir. All right. Let's see. Bye, Luke. Got to go to school. Chris, have a good day, buddy. Thanks for tuning in, man. All right. Let's see. Let's see. Rob Greenlee. Got it. Okay. All right. Good night, Tomer. Good to see you, man. Thanks for tuning in again. Good to see you, sir. All right. Over on YouTube, a few more shout-outs. All right. Johnny Green Jeans. Thanks again, Luke. Another great show. Thank you. I feel like I walk away with some really great info every week. That's great to hear, man. Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm glad to hear you're digging on this. I have a lot of fun, too. And it's been great meeting so many of you. Chris Cram, I might get a chance to say hey to you in person if I win that contest to Vegas in February. Well, good luck, Chris. Good luck to you, buddy. All right. All right. Evan, great show, Luke. Was glad to take the day off work and hang live. Hey, Evan, man, that's cool, man. I'm glad to hear you not only had to take the day off work, that's always fun, but I'm glad you decided to spend some of it with us, man. Thanks, bud. All right. JR, I have Metal 1 and 2. Highly recommended. There you go. All right. Thank you, JR. Let's see. Any other things I'm just looking at YouTube, guys. If you have any last questions here, I'm going to start to wrap this up. Apostolos, bye-bye. Catch you next time. I've seen you before. Hope I see you again. All right, cool. Blazing Blaze, hi, it's my first time on the channel. Cool. Well, thanks for tuning in. I hope it's not the last time we see you here on this show. All right. Thank you, Chris. Appreciate it. All right. And one last look on Facebook. Ben Cook, better late than never, buddy, but I am about to wrap this up. Nick Marshall, thank you, sir, for hanging out. Book your flight and ticket for Black Boy. I'll see what I can do about that, Nick. We'll see. We shall see. All right. I'd like to. That's for sure. Let's see here. First show, 2:30 a.m. here. Let's see if I can make it next week, too. Yeah. Farouk, that'd be great, man. And thanks for hanging out so late. I hope you enjoyed it. You had a good time. I know I did. Again, it's great to see all of us together in one spot, able to hang out and chat magic, and you guys ask your questions, and it's a lot of fun for me too. And this new thing I've been working on is something that is going to allow us to be joining together even more so as a community. And to me, that's what a lot of this is about. As we start to wrap this week's episode up, is I'm not just here to do this show to talk to you. I'm here to help. I'm here to answer. I'm here to share what's new, the new stuff, get you excited, and to share the magic that you're doing. And if you have questions about it and you want to get better, that's what we're here for. Unless you live in a city with a magic shop, this kind of interaction is becoming less and less available to people. And so I wanted to make it a point that I was going to find a way to connect with magicians, no matter where they are, and try to help. Don't pretend to know everything, but I do love this stuff. And if I don't know stuff, I'll try to give you the right resources to find what you're looking for. This new thing I've been building for you is going to give us a chance to have a place to hang out together more than just this. It's going to be fun. It's going to be even more work because I'm not done with it yet. But it's something I think that the magic community needs a lot, and I'm excited to bring it to you. That's all I'm going to say. All right. As always, guys, thank you for the support for this. I always love looking at the comments. I try to go in and answer each and every one of you in the comments section, whether you're watching on Facebook or on YouTube. So if you have questions even after this, post them in there. I'll be happy to go in and help you out. All right. A few last shout outs here, and then I'm going to start to wrap up like we always do. You know what's coming. Patram, thanks for hanging out. Apostolos, again, thanks for hanging out. Farouk, Marton, thank you for the clip and always for support and hanging out. Good to see you, man. Chris, thank you for your stuff. Aaron Payne, good to see you, sir. Thank you for your stuff, Pratam. Ben Cook, thank you for hanging out. Jasper, Shabazz, Rob, Greenleaf, Frank, thanks for hanging out. Jay, always good to see you. Tamer again. Matthew Berga. Sorry my connection crashed about Starlight. I like it a lot. I think it looks really cool. It is available in red. I did want to mention that. I did post that one. I'll make sure people know that. Quentin, thank you for tuning in. Tommy, how are we doing out there, Tommy? Charlie, Alex Fife, thanks for hanging out. There's a lot of you out there. I'm sorry if I missed any of you. A lot of people have come and gone in the meantime. We are an hour and a half into the show. So, yeah, I tried to get as many of you as I could mentioned. All right. But regardless, I appreciate each and every one of you for hanging out, checking out the show. Marielle, thank you for hanging out. All right. Blazing Blaze, take care. Monic out. What's up? How we doing out there? Or Monkin out. All right. We're not going to wrap up this show like I always do, and that's as a reminder. Hello, Heather Miller. How we doing out there? I want to remind you that as magicians, it's not just our responsibility to do good magic. It's to be magicians and represent that in a positive way. The holidays are here. It's a great time to work on stuff, to try stuff out. You got family and friends and all these activities and festivities going on. So if you're looking to test out new material, I think it's a great time to do it. Also, if you're doing gigs, your performances, if you have clips of yourself performing, I would love to see that too. If you have like live performances, like maybe you're doing a Christmas party or something, or a New Year's party or something. If you have any footage, I'd love to feature it here. I'd love to show you here on the show too. That's something I would love to definitely do. But just remember, this time of year as well, that the gifts that you're giving throughout the year are also important, and the gift of magic and that feeling you can give to people. It's always a beautiful thing, and I think sometimes we forget about that because we're so used to doing this stuff. But remember the first time you saw a trick and it fooled you bad. It's pretty much what you're giving people when you perform for them. And it's something I think we should all try to carry with us and remember, because it seems to become more and more about us and less about them. It's like, oh man, I want to do this new trick I've been working on, or I can't wait to see how this looks. And sometimes though, it's more about them. Man, I wonder what they're going to think. I wonder how this is going to, it's just going to freak them out. It's just what kind of reaction am I going to get from them? Spectators. It's not about us. And remember that too with the method. Sometimes we think, oh man, this thing's too simple. This will never fool anybody. Well, we as magicians know the secrets Lay people don't. They might know some stuff, but don't let the simplicity of the things, stop you from using them. I gotta just throw back to this. I mean, the one thing I use often, the thumb tip. Don't you think everyone knows about these things? But when you do a bill switch or you do a mismade bill and you do it with one of these and you do it in a way that's not like, you're not doing the typical magic moves. If you do it casually and you do it right, it flies right by people. And this is one of the oldest tools available to magicians. And always remember that. It's not the new stuff always. It's just the good stuff. There is older stuff out there too that you can check out. And yeah, something to think about. So anyway, I hope you guys take that to heart. That's it for me this week. If you, again, want to send videos our way to be featured, you can send us a Facebook message on the Murphy's Magic page. Send us a message there, a private message, because you can upload your video there, and I can download it, and I'll give you the email address one more time. You can drop us an email that's below, social@murphysmagic.com. You can attach the file there with the video, and I can download it and put it here on the show to share with our friends as well. So a couple different ways to get hooked up and to be seen here on the show. The Magic, who is this? What's he saying? Greetings from Mexico. Hello on Facebook. Hello. All right. Good deal. Rasmus, thank you. Appreciate that. Apostolos, I just realized you teach another year effects. Awesome. Yes, I did. And if you just came in live, I did teach a trick earlier. I'll give you the time code of when I taught the trick on the on-demand when it goes up. So I always do that each and every week so you know right where to go to learn the magic. All right. And I will see you guys here next week on Wednesday at noon Pacific time, 12 p.m. Pacific time, again for our next live hangout. So in the meantime, if you have any questions, you're looking for feedback or whatever, you can reach us on the Murphy's Facebook page, on the Twitter page, or over on Instagram. Let's throw up a couple of these real quick. Don't forget to hook us up, or look us up, I should say, over on the socials. That's a great spot just to keep in touch with us. You know what I mean? When we're not on the show, because we're always trying to feature stuff. We find stuff and we share it, whether it's our own content or yours. We like to put that stuff up. So Martin, if you use the thumb tip correctly, it is a weapon. Actually, I have some tricks with thumb tips for magicians. There you go, man. There you go. All right. So yes, Blazing Blaze, I start this at noon Pacific each and every Wednesday, so 12 p.m. Pacific time here in the States. All right. And I hope to see you guys here next week for the next live hangout. I do post updates on YouTube. I schedule them. So if you click on the live streaming feed on our page, the countdown's there. It'll show you when the next one is. And on Facebook on the Murphy's page, I've set up an event page so you know when it's coming, what time, as the usual, just as a reminder. And I think you can actually sign up to be notified when those are going on too. So a few ways to keep up with us so you don't be a stranger. All right, cool. Well, thank you for all the videos you sent my way. I appreciate that. Congrats to last week's winners for the products that we were giving away, the self-working Impromptu Card Miracles DVD. We gave 2 of those away to 2 people. And this week, again, you have a chance to win the beautiful Murphy's Magic Signature NOC deck. All you got to do on Facebook, give this video a thumbs up. Let us know you're out there. And on YouTube, post a comment on the on-demand. Pick one of you at random. Get you some cards. Can't wait to get mine. They should be here any day now. I'll be using those, I'm sure, on next week's show when I teach you a trick. All right? Cool. All right, my friends, my name is Luke Dancy. Had a blast with you as always. Hope you're having a great holiday season. It is that time of year. So I hope you're having a good time. And if you are out there traveling, I know people are starting to travel maybe in the next week or 2. Be safe out there. Safe travels, and just enjoy your time with your family and friends. At the end of the day, that is the real magic. That is the real good that's in the world. So don't let it pass you by. All right, cool. I'll be back here next week, same place, same time. And I've got more and more great info to share with you. And don't forget, next week we do have a 12 Days of Christmas starting next Monday. Find out what that is. All right, keep up with all the socials, all the Murphy's Magic socials. That's how you'll find them. All right, cool guys. I am out of here. In the meantime, have fun with this stuff. Get to work, and I will see you here next Wednesday at 12 p.m. Pacific time. All right, catch you later.